Hi, my name is Kenzie Brown. This week for Counseling 500, we viewed 4 counseling videos from the Pearson Counseling Lab. These videos exemplified 4 key aspects of the counseling process. These skills included listening skills, invitational skills, reflecting feelings, and reflecting meanings. According to the listening skills video, the counselor engages in the non-judgmental listening cycle, which is defined as a sequence of skills the counselor uses in the beginning of the interaction. This process includes both invitational and reflecting skills. During this process, the counselor encourages the client to open up, uses nonverbal skills, asks open and close-ended questions, paraphrases, and summarizes. I noticed that in the video, the counselor begins by inviting the client to open the dialogue by asking the client, "Where would you like to start?" In this example, the nonverbal skills really stood out to me. The counselor really engages the client, shaking his head and nodding as the client speaks about their relationship with her boyfriend. The counselor conveys his listening skills by summarizing and paraphrasing periodically. To me, this demonstrates to the client that the counselor is engaging her words. Invitational skills video was the one that I felt really demonstrated what I expected out of a counseling session. It seemed more realistic, more sincere, compassionate, and fluid. This video demonstrated a real connection between the counselor and client. In this video, the counselor states that she could hear how distraught he was in the telephone call and asked him to open up about what he feels edgy about. She had great nonverbal skills, nodding, making eye contact, and even comforting the patient by gently placing her hand on his. The Reflecting Feelings video used proper listening skills, stopping the patient to summarize periodically. It also used nonverbal skills such as head nodding. Then the counselor takes the session a step further in encouraging the client to describe how the situation is making her feel. He then summarizes the feelings that she has described. According to the Reflecting Meanings video, meaning is defined as the personal significance of the client's story. It states that meanings usually run deeper than feelings. The video also states that meaning is more subtle. Thus, it takes the counselor some time to set the stage and explore more. This means that the counselor uses invitational skills, paraphrasing, and reflection of feelings before they are able to identify the meaning. In this example, the counselor invites the client to begin. After the client has begun to disclose, the counselor paraphrases what is bothering the client. The counselor begins to encourage the client to describe how the situation makes him feel. He also asks the client how his culture influences the situation. Upon learning these things, the counselor is able to describe what the client is experiencing and explains what this problem means to the client. These videos weren't exactly how I imagined the counseling process. I felt like the sessions would be more fluid. I did not imagine that there would be silences or pauses in the discussion. After reading Chapter 8 in our text, I learned that these pauses are called attentive silence. Granello and Young state that this is not an ignoring silence, but is used to accept what the other person is saying with full attention. This technique is used to encourage the client to fill the gaps. This is a technique I feel will take some time to master before feeling completely comfortable. Thank you.